Welcome to Overthinking Eurovision. I'm Matt Rather. Despite being the poorest nation in Europe, Moldova has always known how to put on a good show. My Lucky Day from 2018 was a Broadway-style show tune that should have been pure cringe, but the staging was so ingenious that it finished a very respectable 10th place, and a mesmerizing behind-the-scenes video got over 3 million views on YouTube. And Moldova is the nation that brought us Epic Sax Guy, aka Sergei Stepanov of the Sunstroke Project. At the time I'm recording this, he is the only Eurovision performer to have inspired his own Mortal Kombat finishing move. This year, Moldova upholds its reputation as Eurovision's class clown with Trenulețul, which translates to the little train. That's right, this is a song about a choo-choo train.
Hey ho, let's go, folklore and rock and roll, like a trail.
If this band looks familiar, then you are probably old like us. This is Zdob, Zdub, which is now the only musical act in history to go to Eurovision in 3 different decades. Fun fact, the first time these guys went to Eurovision, it was the opening weekend of Revenge of the Sith back in 2005. That song was called Grandmama Beats the Drum, and it was not a metaphor. She beat the shit out of that drum. That was Moldova's first Eurovision ever, and they finished 6th. And I hope whoever that lady was, she got treated like royalty when she got home. Then, in 2011, they were back with So Lucky. Believe it or not, we were actually reviewing Eurovision songs way back then, and this was our favorite song in the contest that year. There's something about the combination of the tutu, the unicycle, and the pointy hat that makes us feel like we've been sucked into a Tim Burton movie. And now, 17 years after they first appeared, Zdob, Zdub is back for one more round. They're the Rocky of Eurovision performers.
Don't you think you're too, old?
Yeah, but you think you ought to stop trying things because you had a few too many birthdays? I do not.
Now, this song is not about just any train. This is the famed Chișinău-Bucharest line, connecting the capitals of Moldova and Romania. It's an overnight trip, and I kind of assumed it was classy, like the Orient Express. But then I found this article that references conductors that go around shirtless. Not sure if that's one of the selling points or what. According to the band's Facebook page, the song actually premiered at the reopening ceremony for the line in late 2021. Santa certainly seemed to enjoy it. Now about that reopening, I could not figure out why the train had been shut down in the first place, but I assume it was something like this. The music video was apparently shot on the train itself, and features the band transporting a rug that depicts the legendary Moldovan king, Stephen the Great. That rug really ties the room together, dude. It's so refreshing that at a time when the world seems full of darkness and despair, there's at least one song that is just a happy, carefree tune about a choo-choo train with absolutely no... Okay, I've just been notified that this song is actually a geopolitical powder keg.
10,000 people took to the streets in Moldova on Sunday to call for the country's reunification with Romania.
So it turns out that the idea of unifying Moldova and Romania is a growing political movement. It even has its own Wikipedia page, twice as long as the Wikipedia page for the Jonas Brothers. Unification has been popular in Romania for a while now, and in Moldova, the idea has gone from 20% support in 2015 to over 40% in 2021. But you know who the idea polls really poorly with? This guy. See, Romania is not only a member of the EU, it's a member of NATO. Moldova is neither of those things, but a merger between the two countries would presumably change that. It's like when you get a new girlfriend and you get to use her Netflix subscription.
We think that the only way for Moldova, a realistic way for Moldova to be taken back into the Western civilization is to reunite with Romania.
Moldova elected a new president in 2021, and she's in favor of unification. So despite the Kremlin's best efforts, it seems like unification is speeding down the track. Which brings us back to the choo-choo song. Now, in the music video released in December, the lyrics make it clear that the song is not just about trains.
Are veche, țară nouă, parcă-i una, parcă-s două, ba, parte, ba, preună, parcă-s două, parcă-i una.
This was going to be a problem because Eurovision has a no politics rule and they have been known to enforce it. It was only last year that Belarus had a song rejected for being authoritarian propaganda on behalf of noted ass clown President Alexander Lukashenko. So when Zdob, Zdub performed the song on the selection show in January, they softened those lyrics to a more general message of togetherness. Honestly, I can't get too worked up about it because I don't see this song ever making it out of the semifinals. Then again, this is Moldova, so maybe they'll do something so wild with the staging that we'll just have to vote for it. Here's an idea off the top of my head. Bottom line, this is a fun song that Moldovan women seem to enjoy dancing to.
Hey ho, let's go, folklore and rock and roll.
And in the end, isn't that more important than whether or not this song was secretly written by the CIA as pro-Western propaganda? We'll see you next time. Hey Moldova, can we make one suggestion for next year? Zdob, Zdub plus Epic Sax Guy. It would be like the Avengers of Moldovan music.